Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of, y'all know what it is. It's the Big and Skip Podcast, season two, still going strong. Big.
The notorious SKIP, and this is the Big and Skip Podcast. We got a lot to talk about today.
G in the background. What's happening, G?
Yo.
Before we get into any of that, we going back to advertisement like we should do. PTT branded sweatpants, jogger pants. String at the bottom, $60. Y'all see what it look like. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the shirt on the side.
My first row.
Mm-hmm. Support them.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Black owned businesses. This shirt is $40. $100 get you a cool little fit. $100. Check it out. PTT.
IG.
Crenshaw District.
Recess LR. IG.
All that. Without any further ado, we had already started before the cameras came on, so let's pick it up. James Harden is finally a Clipper. After all the stuff that went on, after all the stuff that was said, after all the maneuvering and all the chess moves and all that, James Harden got what he wanted, which was to get traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. Skip, G, what y'all think, man?
Man, you know what I think about it, man. Look, unlike any other job in the world, there is product and there are workers. The iPhone is the product.
Yep.
The people who make the iPhone can be replaced because they're not the iPhone. In the NBA and in professional sports, the product is the person. James Harden is the iPhone. And as long as his iPhone is still up to date, he can do what the fuck he want to do because he controls his destiny.
Yep.
But guess what? He can't do this no more because the next
this is it for him.
It's it for him.
It's it.
But remember, these people are learning that I am the commodity, I am the product. I am what people come to see. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can have the NBA without the players. It is just 3 fucking letters. It's stadiums and nobody in that shit. You feel what I'm saying? For real. So I don't suggest you try this shit if you're not a James Harden. You're gonna be your ass out the league.
That's it.
You feel what I'm saying? But if you are a superstar, know your worth.
You kind of got leverage.
And guess what? As long as you can fill up them stadiums,
You A1.
One GM gonna say fuck you, and another GM gonna say come here because the product is you make me money.
Yeah.
And he sell tickets. As long as he can put asses in the seats, he got control of his destiny.
Agreed.
And that's how I feel about it.
Agreed. Skip.
My comeback to that is, first and foremost, just to prove you wrong and prove that wrong, you're entitled to your opinion. Early 1900s, a great man by the name of Nikola Tesla, who lists cars that everybody drives around in. He came up with something called the Wardenclyffe Tower, which was going to emit the natural electromagnetic forces of the earth, and we all would have free energy. His funder, J.P. Morgan, said, free? Nah, nigga, you talking about free? We're gonna tear this shit down, and we gonna figure a way out where we can put a meter on it and charge these motherfuckers for this energy. So my point in even saying all that and giving a history lesson for all of you, you know, we talk about everything on the Big and Skip Podcast. Nikola Tesla was the talent. He was the equivalent of the James Harden because Nikola Tesla basically invented the 21st century. Everything that we use today is a spinoff of what he did. Phones, cars, television, radio. A lot of those technologies were based off of his ideas and his blueprints. J.P. Morgan was the corporation. When he stopped funding Tesla and made him look like an idiot and basically put his funding behind Thomas Edison, and that's why Thomas Edison and Einstein are looked at as the brilliant people of the 20th century when it's all Tesla. But to my point, Tesla was the talent. When the corporation, J.P. Morgan, Chase, et cetera, stopped funding him, he's like lost in history. That's why I had to give people in the airwaves, and maybe even you guys, a history lesson on what happens when the talent gets out of line. You're going to get defunded by the billionaire that's funding you.
Now relate that to the James Harden situation.
Right.
If it was me, or what these owners should do, because there's no breach of contract, no legalities in the players union, whatever they got going on. Mm-hmm. They should have told him, get the fuck out of my office, go home. You're not gonna punk us to put no gun on our head. We will pay you to stay home. You're not gonna make us force you to trade. You opted in. You're gonna stay here. Period. That's man shit. That's bro code shit. I can't respect no nigga that is crying and trying to weasel his way out and cut corners and do bullshit and do mischievous shit and do what I consider. I gotta preface my words because of the PC world we live in. And again, I'm trying to get monetized one day by YouTube. So these effeminate acting men and their effeminate ways, because they was raised by their mama, they didn't have no man in their life. The dad was either in jail or dead or gone in the world. So they adopted a lot of the effeminate ways of their mom. Crying, bitching, whining, moaning, bratting, pouting, throwing tantrums, wanting their fucking way, doing weirdo shit. I don't give a fuck how great he is. He don't have that right. Like, Michael Jordan is arguably one of the greatest players ever in what was called the season. And he's the GOAT, supposedly. Jerry Reinsdorf, right? He didn't acquiesce to the GOAT and say, well, I'm going to keep Phil Jackson on staff, and I'm going to keep Scotty, and I'm not going to listen to Jerry Krause, rather. They didn't even listen to Michael Jordan. James Harden is nowhere even in the same sentence as motherfucking Michael Jordan. So if Michael Jordan didn't get his way, why the fuck do this nigga get his way, or any of these athletes? They have a job to do. When you don't do your job, when you go against the rules, that's insubordination, regardless of what you say, and it's breach of contract. So legally, my nigga, if you don't want to come to work and do your job, I can sue you. So this is a bunch of bullshit. And this goes back to everything I've been saying since we've been doing this show, and I've been giving my diatribes. You can say whatever you want about 2007 Boston, whatever. LeBron James started this bullshit when he went to Miami, all this player empowerment bullshit. How are you going to empower yourself, player, when you don't own the fucking team? It's not your property. You're a pawn in the fucking game. You don't own the board. You're a piece on the chessboard. Realize this, pro athletes. This is fact. This is no coonery. I'm all black power. But the fact of the game and the fact of the matter is you can't reinvent the wheel. Either you're going to go in here, play in the NBA, do it the way these billionaires want you to do it, or go start your own fucking league, or go over to China. Period. That's how I feel about it. That shit is irritating to me with all these grown-ass fucking men acting like fucking bitches because they can't get their fucking way. You signed the contract. This is your job. Yes, you are skilled. This is your talent. This is what you went to school for, like somebody that went to college. But at the same time, bro, do your fucking job. Be a man. Be honorable. Have integrity.
You done?
I'm not done, but go ahead.
All right. So I want to ask you a question. Let's flip the situation here. I want to use you as an example here. You're at a job, and you're right. You sign a contract, your boss, you talk to your boss, y'all sign the contract, y'all agree on terms, right? How would you feel if your boss broke those terms?
That's happened to me before, actually. I could speak to it.
How did you feel about that?
I was upset, but I went along with it.
So you went along with terms that were broken that affected you in a negative way just because he's the boss?
No. I'm gonna give you the scenario.
Go ahead.
It's this exact scenario. Mm-hmm. I went in for a job interview earlier this year, right? And went in for the job interview. The dude asked me how much I wanted to get paid. I told him how much I wanted to get paid. We shook on it. Mm-hmm. He looked me in my eyes. We shook on it. After the interview, like, I'm gonna make sure we get the pay. You get the pay that we agreed on. When the personnel people called me, they was talking about something different. And then when I came to motherfucking fill out my paperwork for the new hire, I seen him and I'm like, hey bro, what's going on? You know, we had our conversation. He was like, oh well, you know, it's out of my hands. You know, my boss, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. We all need a job, so I just went along for the bullshit. You know what I mean? I didn't even want to be in at that job that long. But the point of the matter of me saying that is that shit change in jobs.
No. Hear me out.
Daryl Morey may have told him I'm gonna trade you.
No, I'm not talking about that.
May not have been trying to give the assets that they wanted.
I'm not talking about that. Hear me out. The thing is that I don't know what Daryl Morey lied to him about, but based on what he said, listen to me. I don't know if Harden's lying or not. I don't know. I just know that he said Daryl Morey's lying. We don't know what Daryl Morey lied about. I kind of have an idea, but I don't want to speak on that because it's speculation. Here's what I do know. Judging from that press conference he had Thursday, when he finally got introduced as the Clippers, Thursday or Friday, I think it was Thursday because it was after the day after the game. We'll get into that later. He mentioned something about they didn't let me be free. And then he said some bullshit. He said that I also want to address with James Harden. I'm not a system player. I am the system. Like, we'll address that in a minute. I'm going to tell you what I took from that. What I took from that is, and like I said, James Harden could be lying. But what I took from that is that he was told that he could beat James Harden when he got to Philly. He got the ball in his hands. He could do what he do. He could go out there and launch his shots and dribble out the clock, make whatever passes he makes, whatever. He could go do what he do, right? I think what James Harden didn't understand is that when he got to Philly, even when you got to Brooklyn, you weren't the main guy anymore. When you got to Brooklyn, Kevin Durant's the main guy.
That's normally happening when you get traded, right?
Right, hold on. Not necessarily, because when he got traded to Oklahoma City, they gave him the keys to the franchise and said, my bad. When he got traded to Houston, they gave him the keys to the franchise. Go do you.
That was a dumpster fire.
And that's what but he turned them into a playoff team and was one bad Game 7 away from going to the NBA Finals in 2018. So they gave him the keys to the franchise. Go do you. I don't know what happened. Again, him and Daryl Morey, whatever was said, he didn't want to be there no more. He goes to Brooklyn. You're not the man in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant is. Then they bring in Kyrie Irving. You third. He didn't like that. Ship him to Philly. I don't know if Daryl Morey told him, hey, we gonna run that. Like I said, we gonna run everything around you. You gonna get to beat James Harden like you was in Houston. Boom. I don't think what James Harden understood was you're not gonna be what you were in Houston because we have a franchise player already.
I'm about to say,
you're not gonna be that. You need to come in and you need to help our franchise player get to where he's trying to get to, which is a championship. James Harden wasn't with that. And then you bring in a Tyrese Maxey, who's, by the way, that kid's averaging 30 a game, who's coming in, blossoming into this ultra scorer. He's starting to come up. And now it's like, well, damn, he's scoring 30 a game. Embiid is Embiid. What am I doing? You know what I mean? So, again, I don't know who lied about it. I don't know if Harden is lying. I don't know if Morey is lying. Just based on what I heard, Daryl Morey told him something and didn't honor what he told him. So that alone, I can see where James Harden is coming from, where he's saying, you didn't honor what you told me. You haven't honored what you told me. You lied about what you told me. Nah, I don't want to work for liars because that's me. I wouldn't want to work for somebody who tell me one thing and do something different. A place where I used to work, they kept telling me, we're going to create this position for you because we know what you do. We know what you bring to the table. So we're going to create this position for you. I heard that shit for 3 years and they never created the position. So for that reason and other reasons, I'm not at that place no more. But now I'm at another place where I'm doing the same thing I was doing at this place, but I'm getting paid the proper amount for it and I have the proper title for it. You understand what I'm saying? So in that instance, I get where James Harden is coming from. If you're going to tell me it's the same thing that happened in 2007, the summer of 2007, when Kobe signed that contract in 2004 after Shaq left, what did front office tell him, Mitch Kupchak and them?
It's yours.
It's yours. We're going to put a team around you that's going to compete for a championship. First year, they didn't even make the playoffs. Second year, you give me Kwame Brown and Smush Parker.
We didn't make it in 05.
05, we didn't make the playoffs. 06 and 07, you want me to go to the playoffs and win a championship with Kwame Brown and Smush Parker?
I mean, Phoenix was just better.
Phoenix was better, but look who I'm going to war with. I'm Kobe fucking Bryant. I'm going to war with Kwame Brown and Smush Parker. And a young Luke Walton and a young Lamar Odom.
No matter how bad they are, as my guy G Baby says, they're still professionals.
No, they are still professionals. But these are the guys you're expecting me to win a championship with. I don't have a bona fide number two. So yeah, he went on the rant that he went on in that summer. Andrew Bynum wasn't ready at the time because I remember they drafted him. He was coming into his own, but he was known for getting dunked on by Shaq and then dunking on Shaq. That's what Andrew Bynum was known for in 07. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was known for. So of course,
that was LO beside Kobe, right?
That's it. So yeah, Kobe said what he said. Trade me to Pluto. I don't care, but get me out of here. His reasoning was because front office told me one thing and they have not honored what they told me. So what did they do after that? They brought back Derek Fisher. They bring in Trevor Ariza. The Lakers are winning. #1 in the West. Andrew Bynum's coming into his own. Then he gets hurt. So then it's like, what we gonna do? Front office was like, we need to honor what we said. We already gave him a team. We were #1 in the West. Our center gets injured. We need to do something because we need somebody to play the center position. Boom. Pau Gasol ends up in LA. All right, now you done gave me a team that I could go out and win with. Now I can honor my side of the contract. 3 straight NBA Finals, 2 championships. It goes hand in hand. The contract is not just the players have to honor their side, which is where I agree with you. James Harden has to honor that contract. You signed a contract, you opted in. It is not, they don't have to trade you. You are signed to a contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. We will pay you what that contract says. You need to come play for us. On the other side, we signed that contract. We told you what we were going to do for you. We need to honor our end and do for you what we said we were going to do for you. Because that will avoid James Harden doing what he's doing. And then we have an installment where we wait for the Clippers to finally give us an offer that makes sense so we can get this dude out of here and get this dark cloud from over our franchise so that way our franchise player can play free. Our young our young point guard, he's not a point guard, combo guard, can blossom into what he's blossomed into. Again, the man is averaging 30 a game. Like he ain't just out there just getting cardio. The man is putting up 30 a night. So he's out there doing his thing. Embiid is out there doing his thing. Philly, I don't think has lost since opening night. And they only lost that game by 1. So Philly ain't just out here, damn, we lost James Harden. What we gonna do? No, they're out here, they're still winning. They're 4-1 or 5-1, whatever their record is, and they doing their thing. Now it's on the Clippers to see how they get to deal with James Harden because the Clippers got what they want, Harden got what they want, Philly got what they want. Now everybody's happy. Everybody's happy now. Right, that's my take on that.
I got a few things I want to touch on. I want to hear your feedback on it, right? So the first thing I want to say is when you have organizations right now, I want to talk about the organizations on their side of the contract first. Yes, right? We can see in the NFL, back when me and you was growing up, the league and the players was more about the love. They honored players, let players retire with the team or whatever. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Or team or the players felt the love for the team. Like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go nowhere else. I'll take a pay cut and stay so we can get some youngsters, right?
Yep.
That's gone, right? So
for the most part.
Yeah, so now, what if the Lakers in 07 or Daryl Morey in today wasn't being offered the assets that they needed in order for the deal to go through?
Don't make the deal.
So is the organization supposed to honor their end of what they said, or they supposed to do what's in the best interest of the organization?
No, you are right. They have to do what's in the best interest of the organization, which is why it took so long for that trade to go through, because the Clippers weren't offering enough.
Right.
When they finally found something that said, this is going to keep us winning, it's going to give us players. We got Robert Covington now. We got Nicholas Batum now. We got Marcus Morris Sr. now. We got draft picks now. This is what's going to keep us not only in contention now, but it's going to allow us, we got some expiring contracts on the books. We're going to have cap space. I got to look at that and see if that's accurate or not.
I think they said they're going to have like 50 mil. I don't know.
Okay, so I think they're going to have cap space now for next summer.
A couple of potential mid-level free agents. For
some mid-level free agent, because I don't think they're going to get like a superstar or anything out there. But they could get some mid-level contributors, not just specialists. They could get some contributors that could keep them in contention with Embiid and Maxey. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, from the owner standpoint and the front office standpoint, no, I'm not going to just give you what you want. I'm going to do what's best for the franchise. Now, that can tell a whole bunch of things. I can send you home. I can make you play. I can waive you and just pay you out. Or you can sit your ass there and you can wait until we get a deal that's going to help us in the long run. I'll reference what Portland did with Damian Lillard. We're not going to just send you to Miami and Miami is offering us crumbs. We're going to send you somewhere that's going to help us in the long run, which is what they did. They got Phoenix involved and was able to pull off a 3-team trade where they got some draft picks. They sent Damian Lillard to Milwaukee, which was honestly, I don't want to say it's a better situation, but he goes there, he gets to play with Giannis and get to compete for a championship. Would they be doing that in Miami? I don't know, because Miami is off to a tough start, but Miami will be there. They'll be in the playoffs. I don't know what it is about the damn Heat, but them niggas can get off to a fucking 2-20 start. They'll still make the playoffs. I don't know what it is about them, but they did what Portland did. What was best for the franchise. They didn't appease Damian Lillard. We'll trade you. We're just not going to do what you want because we're not going to just send you to Miami when they're giving us bullshit. Same with Daryl Morey and James Harden. We give you what you want. We're just not going to send you away for bullshit. We're going to send you away for something that's going to help us because at the end of the day, you don't play for us no more. But I still am the VP of basketball operations here. So I need to make sure that my franchise is still able to compete and to win games and to possibly hang a banner, you know what I mean? And not just give you what you want and then we go to shit.
So I got something I want to say for laughs, shits and giggles right quick, and then I want to get serious. Hey, you remember when we was kids, bro, and you had that dude to bring his ball to the court and get mad because nobody pick him up and want to take his ball and go home? That's James Harden, man. Now, to get serious, right? When he was on OKC with young Durant, young Westbrook, and the rest of the ensemble they had, he was their sixth man.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't able to flourish. And
not like he wanted to.
Now, when he went to Houston, where he was the dog and he was the only nigga on the team with a bunch of parts, spare parts, maybe some mid-level exception players.
That Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I get it. He bought out. I'm going somewhere with this, right? So when he was just on Houston undisturbed, even when Carmelo and Chris Paul came, when he was on Houston, he did his thing. Now, I just told you in OKC, he didn't do his thing so much. In Houston, he did his thing. In Brooklyn, he didn't do his thing so much. In Philly, he ain't done his thing so much. So I'm starting to see a pattern, G, baby.
What is?
He good in his fish tank, but he ain't good when the fish tank get bigger. When it's hey, what you say? Hey, no, what you said last season? That nigga tight. That nigga hard, that nigga fly, but when them other fly niggas come around, the bitches ain't looking at him no more. And it's kind of like James Harden, like you good on Houston, but are you better than Kevin Durant? No.
No.
Are you better than Kyrie Irving? No.
No.
Are you better than Joel Embiid? No.
No. So that's
it's arguable whether you better than Westbrook.
So that segue into something I want to get into with James Harden being on the Clippers, because it's official now. We could officially talk about it.
I don't fit and work.
I don't know. Because I saw something that made sense. This has the potential to be great.
Disaster.
No. Hold on. It has the potential to be great. I'm going to quote something Paul George says. What better story than 4 people from Southern California, one from Moreno Valley, one from Palmdale, one from Long Beach, and the other one from Artesia. What better story than 4 SoCal boys with the Clippers to win a championship? It'll be Paul George's first. It'll be Russell Westbrook's first. It'll be James Harden's first. It'll be Kawhi Leonard's third. But that would be a great story.
It would.
And it
had from Compton. He moved to IE.
You said what?
Kawhi Leonard's from Compton. He moved to IE when his daddy got murdered when he was little. That's why he's so close to Uncle Dennis.
Whatever. He's IE. Like, we can get into that. He's not from Compton. He's from the IE. He may have been born in Compton, but he's not from Compton. He wasn't raised in Compton. It also has a chance to be a disaster. And the reason why I say it has a chance to be a disaster is because look what James Harden said at that press conference.
Yeah.
I'm not a system player. I am the system. What the fuck? That's what we doing already? Already. You ain't played a single game. And we doing that already?
G-Baby. Is he better than Kawhi Leonard? Quick.
No.
Thank you. So, with that being said, like Earl Watson said last night on NBA TV,
he's not better than Paul George.
If James Harden need to limit his dribbling to 1-2 moves and either shoot
But he doesn't want to.
Dribble, forward.
But he doesn't want to do that. Like I said, like the press conference that he had that line. That you know what that line tells me? That line tells me of a rap quote. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. That's what James Harden is basically saying. Like, I'm not a system player. I am the system. Nigga, what?
No, you are D'Antoni's system.
Bro.
You are D'Antoni's system.
You playing on a team where you got 3 other future Hall of Famers on the team that can hoop. Like, they not weak. Like, Kawhi Leonard's not weak. He's a fucking 2-time Finals MVP. Paul George is not weak. When he's healthy, he's one of the top 15, 20 players in the league. Russell Westbrook is still Russell Westbrook, and he's in a situation where he can be Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody,
he's the person who's going to suffer the most.
No, I believe he's going to suffer the most. But my thing is that James Harden, with those kind of quotes, is going to come in thinking, this shit runs through me. And it's like, nah, bro, this shit don't run through you. This shit run through Kawhi Leonard. He's the number 1 on the team.
Him and T. Lewis don't get into it. Watch.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Kawhi Leonard's the number 1 on the team. And when the offense ain't flowing through him, it's going to flow through Paul George. Then after that, Russ and James Harden get in where you fit in. That's how it go. You're not coming in, I'm finna dribble the air out the ball, 35 and you're not about to average 35 a night on that team. You not. You are not. Like, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George don't average 35 a night. They could put up. We saw what happened Wednesday night. Both of them could put up 35 a night if they want to. Both of them can do it. We're going to get into that in a minute.
I don't ever hear nobody compare him to Carmelo. Carmelo was not that selfish, bro. Not that selfish.
Story for topic for another day. But my point is that James Harden, he going to have to figure this shit out quick, because this whole I am the system, that's not going to work with the Clippers. Because the Clippers Ty Lue don't get down like that. Kawhi Leonard not going to get down like that. Paul George, no. Now, Paul George said what he said last year, I'm not a number 1, whatever. But Paul George is a hooper. You know what I mean? So it's going to take sacrifice from all 4 of them. After the game,
even Kawhi said that.
After the game on Wednesday night, Kawhi Leonard, sacrifice. Russell Westbrook, sacrifice. Paul George, sacrifice. James Harden, I am the system. You already fucking up. Now, we're not going to get to see this product until Monday, because the Clippers don't play again until Monday when they play the Knicks. So that should be fun. But I'm really interested to see this product, because to me, I don't want to say the Clippers had enough to win a championship with what they had. I think they had enough to make a deep run, because the Clippers, to me, weren't the best team in the Western Conference before the trade. They're not the best team in the Western Conference after the trade. They got
marginally
better.
Yeah, I mean marginally better.
Marginally better. Yeah. They didn't get a whole lot better. Yeah. Like,
at the point guard position,
a lot of people, I don't know, because you already had Russell Westbrook.
You right.
You already had Russ. So what I heard after the trade was made was how I feel. A lot of people just look at names and think because you could put 4 names on the team like this is NBA 2K, it's going to work. Yeah. It don't work like that. You still got to play the games on paper. It's going to take a minute for them to mesh the way they should mesh. That needle didn't move for me when it comes to the Clippers. It didn't move for me at all. The Clippers did not get worse, but they didn't get super better to where now I think a healthy Suns team should fear them, or a healthy Nuggets team should fear them, or a healthy Lakers team should fear them, or who am I missing? I don't think Golden State fears them.
No.
And that's where I'm going to leave it, because the other teams in the West, even though I think the Clippers are better than Dallas, Dallas doesn't fear them, especially Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, I don't give a fuck who on that side. Let's go. If Kyrie stays healthy, that's going to, Dallas can score. They can defend, but they can score. Nobody fears the Clippers. That's what I'm saying. No one fears the LA Clippers because they have Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. No one fears them. Everybody's looking at them like, shit ain't going to work. It could be extra special and they end up winning the championship, or this shit could be a disaster and James Harden is going to get out of town next summer. I'm leaning a little more towards this way. What we going to see?
Out of town.
I'm leaning a little more towards this being a disaster.
Hey, I want to say that if LeBron James couldn't, and we know, and by the way, I want to say that this is, I don't want to make this sound like a backhanded compliment.
But
no, it's not. LeBron James is playing some of the best basketball I've seen him play wire to wire in years.
So
no fluff, no hype.
So let's
no extra sound machine from ESPN and the Muppets over there, the talking heads over there, and Shannon Sharp. I love you, Aunt. And it's no fluff. LeBron James is clearly showing why he is an all-time great. Not the all-time great, not what everybody else sees him as, but truly an all-time great.
So did you watch that game Wednesday night?
Yes, I did.
Let's get into it. Let's get into what we saw. What did you see?
The Orlando game, right?
No. The Clippers-Laker game Wednesday night. The Orlando game was last Monday.
Yeah, so what I saw was I was expecting, even as a Laker fan, I'm a realist, I was expecting them because they have, to me, the more talented overall squad. And when I say talented overall, yes, LeBron is better than everybody on the Clippers. And the only person that could be mentioned is maybe Kawhi. Maybe. And that's because LeBron is in year 21. But I just want to say that you expect the Clippers with what they have with Russ and PG and Zubac and Kawhi to win. And they were winning. But then, like I said, it's almost like, I don't know if that nigga jumped in Ra's al Ghul's motherfucking Lazarus chamber. I don't know if this nigga's taking steroids. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just very impressed. And I consider myself a magnificent being. And when I see him doing some magnificent shit, and I used to be like a real fan of his, like, hey man, let me take you back to summer night 08. When he was doing the LeBrons. I was a big fan. Matter of fact, when LeBron came into the league, I was one of the, I ain't gonna say you, but I was one of the homies who was riding hard for LeBron. A lot of the homies was on Carmelo, saying Carmelo was better. Blase, blah. So I was a fan. The man is from Ohio. My family is from Cleveland. So I have a reason to cheer for this man. I'm not saying I'm nowhere near as good as him. Our games is similar. I try to be a utility knife like him. So it's good to see him come through like he did for us, because if he didn't come through the way he did for us against the Clippers, we would have lost that game. You know that shit, bro.
I agree.
He is the reason why we won.
He's not the only.
And timely buckets from Reeves. I want to give Reeves his credit.
He's the main reason we won. He's not the only reason.
And we got. A couple of them newcomers is really great.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say, because a lot of people do this all the time. They do. Oh, a person is the only reason somebody won a game. No, a person could be the main reason somebody won a game, not the only.
So why else did we win the game? In your opinion,
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna rank the reasons we won the game. I'm gonna rank them. 4 reasons. 5 reasons. LeBron James did LeBron James things.
Yeah.
Christian Wood, 6 reasons. Christian Wood?
Yes.
Christian Wood?
Yes.
His rebounding and his defense in the paint and the fact that he's a threat on the floor has been huge for us.
That dunk sealed it.
That dunk, of course the dunk sealed it, because, it was the dunk. Cam Reddish.
Yes.
His defense shocked the hell out of me.
Very much.
Shocked the hell out of me. I am a believer in your defense, Cam Reddish. You got that, bro. The fact that you was able to man up against Kawhi Leonard and hold your own, block a couple of shots, the fact that you was able to man up against Paul George, get a couple steals, hey, you earned my respect on defense, Cam Reddish. 4, Austin Reeves finally woke up.
Yeah, he was in the slump.
He was in the slump. He was getting off to a sluggish start to the season. But in that third, fourth quarter in overtime, Austin Reeves woke up and realized he's Austin Reeves and he can fucking play. 5, Greg didn't give this man grace for that missed shot at the end of regulation. I'm gonna go ahead and overlook that and say D'Angelo Russell played a hell of a game.
He did. He
played a hell of a game.
He been balling, bro.
He played a hell of a game. Hold on, I'm gonna let you say what you say. I'm gonna let you say what you say. And then my 6th reason is Anthony Davis. Y'all gonna learn to shut the fuck up about him. He had one bad half and the fucking world came to an end. And since then he been averaging 29 and fucking 16 with 3 blocks a game.
Bro, that shit is bland as fuck, bro.
It ain't bland. You ain't been watching.
It ain't like, oh my God.
No,
if Giannis would have had the same numbers, it would have been like, oh my God, fucking.
So that's why it's oh my. So that's why it's oh my God.
I'm not saying they're better. I'm just saying his shit be anemic is fucking bland. Bro.
No. It don't be anemic and bland and blah. It be what it is. Because what we not gonna do is we not gonna say these other guys are putting up the same amount of points and it's great, and then he's putting up the same numbers and it's bland. No, Anthony Davis since that second half against Denver has been great. And
his game is Dorian.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It's almost
it don't matter. They do matter. His buckets matter. His rebounds matter. His block shots matter. All of that matters. And he's been playing great. Greg, what was you gonna say about D'Lo?
Oh yeah, man. That look good, man. On the Lakers, fluff points don't count.
Really?
It's the stars. It's always been Shaq, Kobe, Magic,
and Kareem, and Worthy.
That nigga been an all-star before, bro.
Check this out. No,
he's talking about D'Angelo Russell.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
What this is, bro. In the playoffs, the nigga did not show up.
Okay, for one series.
Austin Reeves showed up. Here's it. LeBron James.
He is not better than Austin Reeves. I don't give a fuck with hey, you can put a pistol to my head. He ain't better than Austin.
Let me finish.
Austin Reeves is not better than him, bro.
Let him finish.
Check this out. All game, LeBron playing magnificent. Like I said, doing what he got to do.
Yep.
Nigga, when you on the Lakers, you know why Big Bob kept his job? You know why Rick Fox had their job? Because when Shaq and Kobe kicked off after they had to do what they do, they hit their goddamn shot. D'Angelo Russell, my nigga. We don't give a fuck about the 27 points you got in here. When the game on the line and LeBron kick you the motherfucking ball, you got to hit your motherfucking shots. You got to show
I seen LeBron do the same shit.
No, that's LeBron. Nigga, LeBron is
claim.
Listen, bro. You cannot, nigga. He's not the LeBron James.
I seen Jordan claim.
Nigga,
Kobe claim.
Nigga.
Come on, bro. He missed one shot after he had 20-something
points. Bro, let
points.
me finish. After they scored 60, 50-something points. This nigga not none of them. Nigga, they gon' claim. My nigga, your job is to hit your fucking shot on the Lakers when I give you the ball. Nigga, you like a field goal kicker. A field goal kicker don't have to do nothing else. You know what a field goal kicker gotta do? Feel what they gotta do. They got one thing they gotta do. We don't ask you to do shit else. But when it's time to kick that field goal, what you gotta do?
Gotta make that field goal.
Come on, Finn, answer the question.
You gotta make the field goal.
Make that field goal.
But when I've seen niggas miss the field goal and their teammates slap them on the head and be like, it's okay, bro.
When it count, they ain't slapping them on the head and saying it's okay. When it count, they ain't doing none of that shit. When it count, when the game on the line, nigga gotta put it away. And I keep seeing, that nigga is good. Like you say, he good. Like you just tried to say about who we just talking, James Harden. Yeah, all them points, all of this, that, and the third. But guess what? If they gonna win you a championship,
no,
if they gonna work in the playoffs, nigga, when you on the Lakers, my nigga, LeBron James, AD, nigga, if you gonna be that option where LeBron trusts you to kick that ball to you, he kicks you for a reason. Cause he know you can do it. But you ain't ready for the lights, my nigga.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is what he said last year.
Nigga's a deer, bro.
He basically said the same thing as James Harden said. He said, people down on me because I'm missing shots. But I'm not the point guard on this team. On this team, I'm just a hooper. So I don't get a chance to get into a rhythm. So like James Harden, if D-Lo was on another team, the nigga probably would average 30. Because he
I disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Better than Jordan Poole.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that because that's not
right. NBA is a system, right?
Yeah.
So when you in a new system, you better play in that system.
But what I was about to say, was is that you're right. You're right. You're right. But what I was about to say was is that James Harden, D'Angelo Russell, he can score. Average 30. I don't know about that because when he was the man in Brooklyn, he wasn't averaging 30. That's all I'm saying. Can he give you
Jordan Poole better than him? And I'm saying
No,
Jordan
I'm not.
Poole might average 30 this year.
Jordan Poole might average 30 because he's going to take 40 shots a game. That's why he might average 30. Like, first of all, fuck Washington, because I'm sick of the shit I'm seeing with Washington and Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole. And Kyle Kuzma, I'll fuck with you as a basketball player, but I don't like the shit I'm seeing with neither one of you motherfuckers. No, Jordan Poole is not better than D'Angelo Russell.
Thank you, bro.
No, he's not better than D'Angelo Russell. But the reason why I'm saying that D'Angelo Russell is a hooper. He could play.
Yes.
My point is that D'Angelo is more. No. That ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah,
D'Angelo Russell is more of a pass first point guard. Like he said he's not a point guard. He's a combo guard, but he's pass first. So he's not going out there thinking I got to score 30. He's going out there thinking I'm gonna make shots when I need to make shots, but I want to get my teammates involved.
Yeah.
Whereas Jordan Poole, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about him is I'm gonna go out and shoot 45 fucking times and score 20 points.
Because in his mind, he think he's Steph Curry.
Because he think he's Steph Curry, but fuck
in
him.
his mind.
Fuck him. So anyway,
he got the $100 million bag.
So anyway, I say what I said about the Clippers. Do you think it's gonna work with the Clippers?
I'm gonna just give percentages. Out of 100, I think that 85% of it is not going to work, whether it be because of egos, fit, or injuries. And I think it's a 15% chance that it might work.
Greg, you think it's going to work? Clippers.
If they stay healthy, anything can work with the Clippers. That's really my only doubt about the Clippers is the best availability. The best availability is being available. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
best ability is availability.
You know what I'm saying? So best ability is availability. So if you're available, hell yeah, the Clippers can make that shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? For real. But man, look what we've been seeing. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Don't look like they making it through a whole season. Now if they can make it, hell yeah. The talent, they got it. Kawhi Leonard, any team Kawhi Leonard on is a fucking chance. That nigga won the championship for the Toronto fucking Raptors.
Bro, he's one of the best players in the league still.
Yeah.
He is. Yes, he is. Yeah, he is.
Like, bro, did you see the game against the Lakers? Bro,
watched the whole game.
Nigga hit the most points in the first quarter of his career.
I watched the whole game.
I know you did.
They came out and stumped us in the first quarter.
When he's playing, he like Keith Thurman. When he boxing, he the man. You know what I'm saying? When he not boxing, nigga, what could you say?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? For real, of course. With Kawhi Leonard and Paul George being a second option like that, it fits him because he don't have to worry about the pressure. Nigga, they gonna fall on him. He just gotta do what he do. Like you said, you gotta hit the shot when the man kick it to you. That's all I'm talking about.
Okay, I done seen James Harden choke and not hit the shot too.
Nigga, I just said James Harden is a nigga that fill up seats. I ain't never think James Harden. I don't think James Harden will make the Clippers better.
He's the better point guard than all of them.
I think James Harden will make the Clippers better when Kawhi Leonard and
PG on the bench.
Or when
one of them get hurt. Running with the second
you know,
unit,
when they have like a
low management.
spurt, like a spurt when they're not hitting. That nigga James Harden will get you 20 points to keep them going to make that shit in the game. That nigga's definitely great for that. But I don't think James Harden about to come there and he about to take over the game when it's on a motherfucking line. He about to sit back and be like, get out the way. And James Harden is a seat filler, bro. You feel what I'm saying? For real though. He's great at what he do. That nigga, he's unstoppable. He's a point getter. But remember, man, the lights ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody.
Man. And that's what I'm talking about D'Angelo Russell. Nigga, it's not that he's not good. The lights ain't for him. When it's time for him to do the shit, nigga, if he would did good in the playoffs last year, man, you know what his role would be like? He
would have got a bigger contract, I know that.
A bigger contract, you know what his role would be like right now? LeBron would really be like, hey man, just like you wouldn't give it to AD. You feel what I'm saying?
Like you did with Kyrie.
Be like, hey man, go ahead, let's go. You feel what I'm saying? For real.
Hey, I want to ask y'all something right quick. This is a concept I came up with. Every week, I'm going to ask y'all a question, whether it be basketball or football, and I'm just going to do a compare. And I want to hear y'all. I'm not even going to give no input. No. So, right now, today, based off of what we know, who is the number 2 all-time receiver? Randy Moss or King Terrell Owens?
Randy Moss. No, it ain't. Randy Moss.
Randy Moss?
I'm going Terrell Owens.
Randy Moss, man.
I'm going Terrell.
Randy Moss,
I want to hear y'all feedback.
Here we go, Joe. Tell me why. Because stat-wise, is Randy Moss better than Terrell Owens?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
They 2-3. Both of them Randy Moss got more touchdowns. T.O. third. T.O. got more yards. Randy Moss third, or it might be I may got the stats inverted, but it's about that. It's about that.
Terrell Owens is bigger. He was more physical than Randy Moss. I thought Randy Moss had better hands. I thought Randy Moss had more speed. I thought Randy Moss was a better route runner.
Okay, no, then we'll talk about this.
Yes.
Randy Moss only ran streaks and go routes.
No, he didn't. What did T.O. run?
Corners.
What did T.O. run? He ran the same shit.
I'm gonna tell you what T.O. ran. T.O. ran slants, curls.
Randy Moss didn't run slants.
He ran everything.
Randy Moss didn't run curls.
Hey, my nigga T.O. would take a 5-yard hitch or a 5-yard out route to the house, shrug niggas off, nigga get off me. Or I seen Tony Romo take him up top deep.
I seen Randy Moss do the same shit. I seen Randy Moss do the same shit.
Yards in the Super Bowl, right?
I saw Randy Moss do the same thing. When he had Dante Culpepper, he was doing the same thing. He was taking out routes going to the house. When he had Tom Brady,
on the Raiders.
I'm not talking about on the Raiders. When he was on the Raiders, he was washed.
Name a time T.O. had a downtime on what team?
Did he play for Baltimore?
None.
Did he play for Baltimore a little bit?
No, he played for Buffalo. Had decent stats.
He wasn't the same in Cincinnati. He wasn't the same in Buffalo.
He still put up almost 1,000 yards for an old man.
Almost 1,000 yards for T.O. is good.
Hey,
almost 1,000 yards is good. Almost 1,000 yards is good though.
For 40,
almost 1,000 yards.
For 40,
I know who would have put up 1,000 yards. Randy Moss. Randy Moss would have.
Joe,
did he put up 40? Did he put up 1,000 yards and two? Be real. Keep it a buck. Did he put up 1,000 yards in 2013-12 season when he was on the 49ers?
Who, Randy Moss?
Yes.
Who was throwing him the ball? No, he didn't put up those numbers. T.O. wouldn't have put up those numbers.
Colin Kaepernick?
Really?
Joe.
He was older. He was like the number 3 or 4 receiver on the.
Okay.
Who do we have?
Wait, let me say this right quick. I got this one thing I want to say. In the Super Bowl, T.O. Randy Moss was wide the fuck open. And Colin Kaepernick didn't throw him the ball. And you know what he said on ESPN? He said after that play, because he showed the clip, he said after that play, and we lost that Super Bowl, I threw away everything red in 49er.
As he should have, because he should have been getting the ball.
If he would have scored that touchdown, y'all would have won. He
should have been getting the ball.
But that's to my point. He wasn't getting the ball. T.O. was getting the ball at the end of his career still.
He wasn't doing nothing with it. What was he doing with it?
Hey, put up the stats for his stats on Buffalo and Cincinnati. So we can be clear about this.
All right, this is the question I was asking right here. On the stats, is that right? One got more this and the other one got more that?
Yeah, that's fact. I might have got it inverted, but that's about fact. They 2-3 behind Jerry Rice.
Right.
I'm not saying it to say T.O. weak. I don't want y'all to take
stat-wise.
But stat-wise, Randy Moss got a little better stats than Terrell Owens.
Can you bring him up?
Hey, please do. Just like you did with the Paul Pierce thing. Even though I don't agree with the Dwayne Wade argument we had, I was very enlightened to learn. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know. My nigga don't sound retarded saying that.
Right. Yeah, when you really get to looking at that nigga's stats, you're right. Like I said, it just nothing like.
But I will say he had 4 years of garbage numbers after Antoine Walker left.
Yeah, nigga Kobe had them too. That's why he was scoring all the goddamn points and doing all that shit. When Shaq was not the years when they was winning shit.
All right, so yeah, T.O. had more. I don't know what the fuck that is. He had more receptions. He had almost 1,000 more receptions, 100 more receptions. My bad. Almost 700 more passing yards. Randy Moss had more yards per catch and had more touchdowns.
But how many on the touchdowns?
3 more touchdowns.
All right.
Oh yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is great argument. You know what I'm saying, for real. 3 more touchdowns, damn near not. That ain't even shit to even like. I ain't gonna lie.
He got the 3 more touchdowns because he came back with the 49ers.
I ain't gonna lie. So overall, like Joe, so you say T.O. got more reception yards?
Yeah, he got more reception yards.
And more what?
And more he got more catches and more yards.
And Randy Moss got
more yards per catch and more touchdowns.
How many more receptions and how many more catches do T.O. got over Randy Moss? How many more?
If my math is right, I think that's 96 more catches.
Oh yeah. And how many more yards?
About 700 more yards.
Oh yeah. Hey man, you know what I'm saying, for real though. Hey, so they look like Randy. Who? Any of them won anything?
As far as what?
The Super Bowl? No, neither of them won the Super Bowl.
None of them won the Super
Neither one
Bowl.
won the Super Bowl. Okay, so
They both played in the Super Bowl, but none of them won.
Neither one won the Super Bowl. And who you say?
Jerry Rice number 1.
Who did better in the Super Bowl? What y'all would say?
T.O.
Who would you say?
He had 110 yards.
Who did better in the Super Bowl?
I gotta look it up. Who did better? Who had better?
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I forgot. What did Randy Moss numbers was in that 08 Super Bowl against the Giants?
That's what I gotta look up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So to be real, it looked damn near like I said, it's all one.
It's a pick 'em.
Style.
Yeah, it's a pick 'em.
Really your style of who you say, because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I like Randy Moss because it looks so good. But
Yeah.
I like Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Without Jerry Rice, to me, without Jerry Rice, I would just hands down just be like Terrell Owens is the best receiver I ever seen in my goddamn life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he just got Jerry Rice, man. It's fucking Jerry Rice. Like, come on, man.
Look. For
and
us
then
to
you
say
played
that,
with Jerry Rice.
No,
so
for-
when have you never played with Jerry Rice?
for us to say that, right? For us to say that, and for in our lifetime, for there to have been a Megatron and a Julio Jones and an Antonio Brown.
Yes. Right.
For us to say that about T.O., that's saying a whole lot, my nigga. You feel me?
You know, T.O., man, you know, he T.O.
Antonio Brown could have been one of them niggas, but he ain't got it all up
It
here.
ain't gonna like that, man. Like, for real.
I love you, AB, and I love you too, Hollywood. Pause, no homo.
That was the year they made the Super Bowl.
2007-8 season when they played the Giants.
Yeah, it was that year they made the Super Bowl. Yep, that was the year they made the Super Bowl.
The
2007,
19-1 team.
Yeah, 18-1 team. Trying to bring this stuff up.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good question, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause like I say, far as listen, like I said once again, far as how it looked when Randy Moss out there, how easy that shit look, but man,
I feel you, but it look easy with T.O. too. He look like a man with children. Nigga throwing niggas on the ground.
Beauty. You know, like back in the day, like you can sit and say, like here we go. When we talking about Dr. J, it looked beautiful.
Oh, you see the highlights I sent you?
It looked so beautiful. That's why you'll be like, you'll swear to God, he outbeating everybody because how beautiful it looked. You get what I'm saying? But other niggas shit may not look as beautiful as it, but it I'm saying for real.
So Randy Moss in that Super Bowl had 5 catches, 62 yards and a touchdown. T.O. had 9 catches, 122 yards.
Hey, shit, I ain't even get a nigga his damn shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I still think Randy Moss was better.
Yeah, there we go. It's more of a opinion base. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But
If I had to pick between the two, I'm taking Randy Moss.
yeah, and I'm gonna go with
Now,
you.
I want to ask you this question. If T.O. would have stayed on the 49ers and finished as a 49er, would you say the same thing?
Yes.
All right, I just want to make sure if that wasn't the reason.
No, I know what I saw. And Randy Moss was that nigga.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, I seen Darrell Reeves lock both of them up in my lifetime. Go look at the highlights.
He was that nigga. Like I say, I knew that it was close.
That's opinion based.
Yeah, it's opinion
that's all it
based.
is, opinion based. You can't go wrong with either one of them. Give me Randy
fans,
Moss.
Put y'all poll up in there. I'm actually, that clip is a clip that we're gonna probably upload and ask who y'all think was the better receiver.
Yeah,
that
we'll
was
do
the
that.
question, fam.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, we can do that. That's our real. Press that like button, press that share button, press that subscribe button, tell a friend, bring a friend, come again.
All
This
right.
is the Big and Skip podcast.
Who said you getting on? If you got anybody,
Get on their head.
because
Let's-
I know what I'm about
Let's
to
see
do.
here.
All right, let me ask y'all one question before y'all do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who y'all think will get the rookie of the year since y'all done seen so far?
Wemby,
Wemby.
Wemby,
unanimous.
unless he get hurt, if he get hurt, it's gonna be Chet.
No, it's gonna be Wemby unanimous. Yeah, if Wemby don't get hurt, he winning.
All right.
He winning it unanimous.
Who y'all think the breakout star gonna be this year?
Chet.
Breakout star?
Yeah.
Who you say, Joe?
Don't know yet. I haven't. Oh, it's already happening. Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
It's already happening.
That's nothing new though. He been doing this.
Not 30 points a game doing
You
this.
talking about breakout like to where you
All
like,
right.
oh yeah, you like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
One of the next
yeah,
guys.
put him on the map.
Yeah, he could be one of the next
Tyrese
guys.
Maxey.
All right, y'all think,
No, I'm gonna go with SAG. That's what I'm gonna go with.
St. Gilgeous-Alexander?
Yeah.
He was already first team all NBA last year.
But I'm saying he's gonna do even better this year.
No,
He might even get some
already broke
MVP
out
votes.
though.
He got MVP votes last year.
Yeah, he already broke
Yeah,
out.
that don't count.
So, all right,
That's my pick for MVP
all
this
right.
year. Is SGA.
Y'all think Zion gonna make it through the season?
No, he didn't already miss the game.
He did.
Yep.
Oh shit.
No.
God damn, man.
Hey, I'm 70-30 on that.
Damn, Zion.
I'm 70-30.
I be wanting to go for you so bad, bro.
Didn't already miss the game.
Hey, you know what? At some point, hey man, I just want y'all to know. This is only entertainment. So when I say something, these guys have nothing to do with it. This is all me. So what I want to say, since we talking about Zion, bro, y'all niggas need to stop believing in the hamburger. He gonna steal hamburgers, my nigga. No matter what you say, no matter what diet or rehab y'all put him on, the hamburger and Wimpy is gonna want their burger on Tuesday. And that's why Zion keep getting hurt.
You ain't gonna lie. I be having hope for that.
Lot of weight on them knees.
You know
So
what I'm saying? For real.
He look like a defensive lineman, linebacker type body playing in the NBA, where you need to be fluid and athletic. I'm not saying he's not. He's hella athletic for that size.
Yeah, he's very
with
athletic.
that spring.
But it's a lot of weight
He's like
on those
JJ
knees.
Watt and Bosa size. He's bigger than motherfucking Michael Parsons. Like, that nigga's a specimen. And with that being said, even LeBron had to shed weight. Even Melo had to shed weight.
yeah, a lot of weight on those knees.
You
But
see what happened to Sean Kemp when he put on the weight? He wasn't explosive no more.
he was washed anyway when he put on the weight. So
No, I'm saying once he put on the weight, he became washed. So
he was washed before he put on the weight.
Damn, Zion.
was he?
Yeah, he was. Sean Kemp wasn't Sean Kemp anymore when he put on the weight. Before he put on the weight. So hey, who's that you getting on?
Let me see
'Cause
here.
I know who I got to talk to real quick.
Let me see here. Oh, I got it. Josh McDaniels. In the Patriot way.
Get on their head.
In the Patriot way. Hey,
Before he starts talking, I just want to let y'all know that it was this guy right here, him,
You
right
missed
here, him, this guy right here that said the Raiders got something. They have a chance to maybe make the playoffs this year and make some noise. Continue.
they're still 3-5. Their season
They
is not over.
stink.
They might do.
Hey,
but they're 3-5.
that boy from Compton better save him.
Hey, they 3-5.
That boy from Compton better
But
save
what
him.
I want to say is that shout out to Mark Davis. Even though you're gonna have to eat 4 years of salary, you said Patriot way. Took the stick and said, "Brrr, get that shit out of here." You did some Godfather shit. Them niggas woke up to a horse head. That nigga fired them niggas in the middle of the night.
Fired them on their day off.
Hey, nigga, I know I'm gonna owe you 4 years of money, but get the fuck out my building. Fuck the Patriot way as a records label, as a staff, as a crew. If you down with the motherfucking Patriots, nigga, fuck you too. Bill Belichick, fuck you too. Romeo Cornell, fuck you too.
Jimmy Garoppolo, fuck you too.
Bill O'Brien, fuck you too.
Because he demoted Jimmy Garoppolo's ass.
Hey,
Jimmy G not the starter no more.
and that's all I gotta say about that. That's who head I want to get on. Motherfucking Josh McDaniels. Hopefully you realize that you're not a motherfucking head coach. You're a coordinator, like a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something else head I want to get on.
Yeah, but
But hey, I'm gonna do it after you go.
yeah, because I need to talk to him.
The point of me saying this is that the Patriot way only work when you got the motherfucking tapes.
Can I go? All right. I need y'all to really listen to this one. Dwight Howard, I need to talk to you for a minute, man.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you for a minute, Dwight Howard.
God damn.
Dwight Howard, pull up a chair because
Yeah, pull up. Hey, come to the front of the
I really
congregation.
need to talk to you. Have a seat in the front of the congregation, Dwight Howard.
Booty bandit.
Listen, bro.
Get on their head.
Listen, bro. I don't even know where to start with this one, but I'm gonna wing this one because I just got so much I need to say to you. Dwight Howard. Listen. We are not here to judge what you do in the privacy of your own bedroom. Quite frankly, We don't care what you do in the privacy of your bedroom. Whatever life you want to live, it's your life. Live it. There is a such thing that exists, though. It's called assault. And you were teetering on that. And the only reason why I say that is because the details came out on what happened. Did you hear the details?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to recite the detail because I don't want to. I was listening to Stephen A. Smith's podcast. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. And he was reading the details to the point to where I stopped listening to it because I didn't want to hear the shit no more. Dwight Howard, whatever you decide to do is what you decide to do, but you can't force nobody to do something they don't want to. And the fact that you force that person, I'll say that person to engage in something that person did not want to engage in with another person who I'm not even gonna give that person the time of day because of the details. That's assault, bro. That's sexual assault, bro. Now, he hasn't gotten charged with sexual assault, none of that. You just got hit with a lawsuit because you made this person do what this person didn't want to do. Because you invited this person to your house and started touching this person, and then another person came out, and then the previous person said, I didn't come over here for this, and then you made that person do what that person didn't want to do anyway. And I'm saying that person because I'm trying to keep it PC.
Yeah, we got to keep it PC.
I'm trying to keep it PC.
Dwight Howard.
Because what I really want to say is going to get me in trouble. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep it PC here. Dwight, Stephen A. Smith said something that I wholeheartedly agree with. That's why nobody fucking wants you on their team. Because nobody want to deal with that bullshit, bro. Nobody wants to deal with that kind of stuff. Now, I'm sure that stuff goes on a lot. Maybe there are some people doing certain things that hasn't gotten put out there yet. That's fine. Live your life.
Yeah.
But the fact that your business got put out there and now the world knows what you did and what you forced that person to do.
And what you about.
And what you about, which, again, I don't care about what you about. This is about what you forced that person to do.
It's the second time, though.
I know it's the second time. What you forced that person to do, and now you getting hit with a lawsuit, borderline assault, sexual assault. Dwight, man, listen, Dwight, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. I'm going to keep this PC. I am not going to share the details because I heard the details and it's sickening, the details. So y'all want to know the details? Go listen to Stephen A. Smith's podcast.
I got 3 letters for you, Dwight Howard. If you're going to live your lifestyle, live it. But, in the words of Malik Wright from The Game, NDA. And Beyonce, NDA. If you want to party with the queen, you're going to sign a non-disclosure.
That's exactly.
You better.
That's exactly what you should have did. Made that person sign an NDA. But you didn't, apparently, and now here we are. Well, here you are, because we ain't in the situation. You are in the situation. But at the end of the day, bro, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. I don't know how many times I gotta say you cannot do that. And the only reason why I'm so animated about this is because I know the details. And the details sickens me. So, bro, get your shit together, man. That's why teams don't want you. On top of the fact that you washed. But teams would still be willing to give you a chance because, in the words of one of my homies in the chat, you can give a team 10 minutes, 15 minutes off the bench.
20.
Some solid basketball.
Rebounds.
Couple of rebounds, couple of blocks, couple of stupid fouls.
Putbacks.
Couple of putbacks. And they go on the bench. A team can use that. The Golden State Warriors can use that.
JaVale McGee is still in the game.
Yeah, the Golden State Warriors can use that. But they didn't sign you. And this is why they didn't sign you. Because they don't want to deal with the shenanigans that comes with you. Get your shit together, Dwight. But at the end of the day, you are also 39 years old. You're not LeBron James. He's an alien, which is why he's still doing what he's doing at soon to be 39 years
bro's
old.
Still in hella shape.
Huh?
That's one thing I will say about D. Howard.
Oh, he stays in shape. He stays in shape. I'll give him that. I almost said something, but again, I'm gonna keep it PC. I'm gonna keep it PC. Dwight, you can't do that, bro. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. I can't stress this enough. You cannot do that. And again, the only reason why I'm stressing this like I am is because I know the details. Not only I knew the details before listening to Stephen A. I just found out more details listening to Stephen A. And it's nasty. Dwight, get your shit together, man. Get your shit together, bro.
Now, I got a special one. And I'm calling out names. This is for my co-host. This is for Ari Letitia Albright. This is for Brian Anthony Fields. This is for Rupert Jones. This is for D-Mac. This is for Allen. This is for you, Toya, and the rest of you 49er Nation. 3 losses in a row. I believe in your quarterback. He looking kind of soggy. I know why he looking soggy. Lyman out. Debo been out. But I just want to get on y'all fucking head. Y'all was crowned as a Super Bowl favorite. Y'all slapped us up. So I don't really have too much to say, even though you see what it is all day, every day. But 49ers, 3 losses in a row. 1 to the Browns. 1 to the Vikings. Like, what's going on, 49er Nation?
The Browns have a top defense in the league, so our kicker
they didn't have their starting quarterback.
They have a top defense in the league. Our kicker missed a field goal. That's why we lost to them. The Viking game, I can't explain that one. I don't know what happened there. And Cincinnati looked like the team that went to the Super Bowl against us. The reason why we've been losing games, especially the last 2, I won't get the Browns game because that was just a rugged game. We still had a chance to win. We missed the field goal. But the last 2 games we lost, our defenses look soft. And I point the finger at Steve Wilks. It's like this. If someone gives you a Bentley, you don't drive it through the hood. You don't fuck it up, or it's gonna come up missing.
Yeah.
Steve Wilks was gifted a Bentley, the 49ers defense. He don't know how to fucking drive it. He don't know where to fucking drive it. He don't know when to fucking drive it. And that Bentley defense just got an upgrade because we just traded for Chase Young.
Wowzers.
So now you have a new and improved Bentley defense.
The 2025.
Yeah, you got a 2025 Bentley on defense. Steve Wilks, this shit ain't difficult. This shit is not difficult. You are, I don't even want to get into that. Steve Wilks, this shit is not difficult. You have arguably the best defense in football, and you playing like you don't. You playing like you don't have talent, like you don't have Nick Bosa on defense, like you don't have Drake London on defense, like you don't have Randy Gregory on defense, like you don't have Drake Greenlaw on defense, like you don't have Fred Warner on defense, like you don't have Tyler Noah Hufanga on defense, like you don't have Travarius Ward on defense. This is how you're playing. Like you don't have Eric Armstead on defense. I just named 8 big names on that defense, and Steve Wilks is playing like he doesn't have those names on defense. I don't understand.
The players got to play at the end of the day.
The players got to play at the end of the day, but the players also got to run the plays that's being called on defense. Right. And they got to run the schemes that's being called on defense. They did it with Robert Saleh, #1 defense in the league. They did it with DeMeco Ryans, #1 defense in the league. What the fuck is Steve Wilks doing? By the way,
they both doing great head coaching jobs.
Doing great coaching jobs where they're at. With Houston and New York, the New York Jets. What the fuck is Steve Wilks doing? What's different from last year's 49er defense that was punching motherfuckers in the mouth, figuratively, not literally, punking people at the line of scrimmage? You couldn't run on San Francisco. Nasty. You couldn't throw on San Francisco. The quarterbacks is getting sacked. What changed from that defense last year to this defense this year? I'm going to tell you what did not change. Personnel didn't change. Because the same guys that was on that defense last year, minus Chase Young, is on this defense this year. So the personnel didn't change last year in Randy Gregory. You know what changed? Defensive coordinator changed. And I'm going to leave it there.
I want to say The last game, though, Brock Purdy was looking real bad, bro. That nigga almost threw an interception. They called a penalty on, then he fumbled.
He threw 2 interceptions. He didn't look like the first interception. I didn't know what the fuck that was. And we could talk about Brock Purdy all day.
No, he had a bad game.
He had a.
He's not a bad quarterback.
He had an up and down game because he made some plays when it was time to make some plays, and then he missed some plays when it was time to make some plays. He had an up and down game. Brock Purdy's not the reason we lost that game. Our defense is the reason we lost that game. We couldn't stop Cincinnati for nothing on defense. Nothing.
They're good. So it's no.
They are good. Like they are good, but so are the 49ers. 49ers not a bad team because they didn't lost 3 in a row all of a sudden.
Right. The defense has been awful.
The defense has been awful these last 3 games. Really, the defense ain't been the same all season. Like, the defense that I'm seeing this year from the 49ers, I didn't see, like, that wasn't the defense last year. Last year, I knew that when the defense took the field, they were going to get 3 and outs, force punts, they were going to get takeaways, they were going to beat people up. That's what I saw last year with the 49ers defense. I don't see that this year. I don't see them forcing punts, getting 3 and outs. I see them getting dominated. They're not getting pressure on the quarterback because Steve Wilkes is not allowing them to get pressure on the quarterback. Now, granted, the players need to get to the quarterback. They're the ones that's on the field. They need to execute. But what they're being asked to execute, I think, is garbage.
I agree.
And that's where I'm for real done this time.
All right, so let's go through the list of games.
Already got one. Already got
Go
one. Even to look at it. And you're going to like this one. You're going to like this one, too.
You going Philly Cowboys?
No, because you can't take the Cowboys.
I already know that.
Germany, Miami Dolphins, Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm going Dolphins.
Both teams 6-2.
I'm going Dolphins.
I'm going Chiefs, man. You know what I'm going with, man.
Let me reiterate this. Neutral territory.
Still going to Chiefs, man.
Still going Chiefs?
Mahomes, man.
Still going to Chiefs, Pat Mahomes?
I'm going Dolphins, and I'm going so far as to say that I would not be surprised if they put up 30-plus points on them, like in a blowout. But I'm not expecting that because they have Kelsey. But since we're on the subject of the Kansas City Chiefs.
We're just picking games, man. We just picking games.
No, I just want to say this. I'm not going to say nothing like what you think I'm going to say. Isn't it ironic that I'm picking the Dolphins and they have a high-powered, explosive offense, and the Chiefs' offense has been looking anemic at best this season, and the Washington Redskins' offense, even with a quarterback that's not comparable, the Washington Commanders, offense has been looking pretty good. Not with not an A-list quarterback.
It's been looking decent. It ain't looking pretty good.
They don't have an A-list quarterback. I just wanted to point that out. But I think the Dolphins are going to win. I think they have too much. Personally, I think they're too fast. I think they might do them how they did fucking the Dolphins. I mean, the Broncos.
I'm picking Kansas City. I'm gonna tell you why I'm picking Kansas City. Because I'm looking at Miami's 2 losses. They lost to Buffalo. Physical defense, get after it. They lost to Philadelphia. Physical defense, get after it. Kansas City, physical defense, get after it. I'm taking the Chiefs.
And they not Buffalo.
They have a defense that is almost equivalent to those two. I'm taking Kansas City.
Even though we all know how I feel about the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm not saying that the Dolphins is going to win because I don't like the quarterback.
You just said Miami might put up the same amount of points they put up. They're not putting up that on Kansas City. They are not putting that up on Kansas City.
Potentially of what they have.
They are not putting that up on Kansas City.
You heard Tyreek had said. I don't care
what Tyreek said. They're not putting up that kind of offensive production on Kansas City. They're not doing that. Like I said, I've seen them go against 2 elite defenses and get shut down.
Is the Chiefs defense elite?
Yes, it is.
They just gave up 24 points to the Chargers. 24.
First, it was to the Broncos, and 24 points is not a lot of points. Kansas City's offense was anemic. That's why they lost to the Broncos.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Charger game.
They beat the Chargers. They beat them 31-17. Kansas City's defense is elite. The Dolphins already played 2 elite defenses that got shut down. They only scored 20 against Buffalo. They only scored 17 against Philly and lost by double digits both games. So that's what Miami looks like when they play an elite defense. that can shut them down. I think we might see something similar, and that's where I'll leave it. So.
And this has been another edition of the Big and Skip Podcast. Press that like button, press that share button, press that subscribe button, tell a friend, bring a friend, come again. And we will have a lot to talk about on the upcoming NBA in-season tournament, which started last night.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little more next week. So till next time, y'all, be easy.
Yeah.